again, everyone, and welcome to another episode of RV Business Capitol Talk, sponsored by Eric Sell. I'm Rick Kessler, with me, Sherman Goldenberg, and joining the two of us today is Alan Farash. Alan is the Vice President and General Manager at REV Recreation Group, and specifically, Alan, unless I'm mistaken, you oversee the, I think it's called the Fleetwood Family of Brands now.
Yep, that includes Fleetwood RV, Holiday Rambler, American Coach, and we also have our own in-house fiberglass manufacturing company called Gold Shield.
Very good.
Almost tour into those names, really long-term presence in this industry, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. The Fleetwood RV brand's been around almost 75 years. Holiday Rambler's been around almost just as long at 70 years. And American Coach has been around just over 30 years. And I think a lot of the players in the industry have had some connection to one of those brands over the years.
Yeah, I was trying to do my homework for this conversation, and I was in, of course, on my computer, and I was looking for fairly recent headlines to get me up to date. And I noticed that you've been busy, you Rev Group in particular. I'm seeing a 40,000th unit delivered to General RV April 6th this year. Preparation for a 75th anniversary, in 2024.
Yeah, that's correct.
All right. A busy open house with a bunch of product in all three of those brands.
Absolutely. And we're going to continue to invest in the business and continue to grow our product offering to be not only a major player in the Class A segment, but we're going to be growing back into the B and C market, back to where our roots were. Which is
one of the things that really got us on the phone, on the Zoom here. The Bs. Tell us about that.
Sure. As you know, the REV RV division also owns a Class B manufacturer, Midwest Automotive Designs, and a Class C manufacturer, Renegade. And we've really never, as an organization, have been able to leverage the synergies between those companies to be able to bring to the market and to be able to help support the demands of our dealer partners. And so after, coming in almost a year and a half, 2 years ago, and understanding that there's a demand and a unmet need for Fleetwood and Holiday Rambler products, we've made the decision as an organization to bring a B product, a Sprinter-based and Transit-based product, back to our dealer channel, as well as a C product, both in a Sprinter chassis-based platform as well as the 4450 chassis platform. So we can provide a better, more full-line product offering to our customers and to our dealer partners.
The B product in the announcement today, the Fleetwood Excursion and the Holiday Rambler Expedition. The C product, though, that one I'm not familiar with. What are the plans there?
For model year 25, we'll be bringing out a C-based product as well. One of them will be produced up at our sister company up at Renegade, just north of us, but it will be branded a Fleetwood and Holiday Rambler branded platform. And then we'll also be starting up a line this year to build E-Series or conventional C-Class RV motorized product for our dealer partners, so that we can be able to provide, a path up into our Class A products, or for customers on the other side of their RV experience or spectrum, to be able to bring them back down into a smaller product from a Class A if they so desire, and while keeping them in the brand.
Alan, venturing out into those other two segments on the motorized side, that's bold, that's aggressive, that's something to be said for.
Yeah, we've actually believed that in a down market, we need to be investing, in our business, so that we can come out of the gate stronger when the market normalizes. Whatever someone determines normalized to mean. We know that the industry is cyclical. We know that the A market has been softening, and we know with a new buyer demographic with millennial and Gen Z buyers that we need to be offering a full line of products to our customers. And we fully intend to do that. You know, we've been here for 70 or 75 years. We fully intend to be around for another 70 or 75 and to be on that leading edge of being able to provide a great customer experience, regardless of what level of RVing our customers want to participate in.
Looking at other components of your 2024 rollout, going back to the open house when you were really emphasizing it there too. What else would you like the industry to know about as far as your 2024s?
You know, we're still one of the leading manufacturers of Class A gas, core diesel and high-end diesel products. You know, we're continually investing in, you know, refining our products and our features and offering in our high-end diesel product. We're going to be offering a new core diesel brand to add to our Fleetwood and Holiday Rambler lineup, which we'll be announcing shortly. That will fill kind of a niche within our product offering that we don't fulfill today. In addition, you know, we've got a full line of, you know, decor upgrades and some feature upgrades for our core gas and diesel products moving forward as well. So we're not only are we looking at new products, but we're looking at reinvesting and putting new innovations into our current Class A lineup as well.
Very impressive. Pardon me, Rick. Very impressive. You know, back to what Rick was saying, and you, regardless of the economic backdrop, let's call it, and you know, with which everyone's dealing, you guys are headed forward.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, we're trying to be good fiduciaries for our shareholders as well, and so recognizing that the market is soft right now, we are managing, you know, our overhead costs and not dissimilar from other manufacturers. You know, we've had to, you know, manage and the organization and right size based on where we think the market's going. But given that, we've been operating profitably and we've been operating continuously, which not all manufacturers or all participants in the industry can say. And we believe that it's very important to have continuity, not only for our customers and our dealers, but more for our employees. Because, you know, at the end of the day, our customer experience is based on the quality of the product we produce. And it's really important with, you know, all the labor market difficulties that we've seen over the last few years, that we continually invest in our employees and keep stability and security within our workforce.
So, Alan, you've touched on it a number of times, and that's the market. We all know we're currently dealing with what can best be described as a soft market. I'm sure you're feeling the same thing, but do you have any tea leaves that say when we might emerge from this thing?
Sure. I don't know that my tea leaves are any better than anybody else's. But you know, I think you know, what we're seeing, you know, based on the winter road signs forecast that came out, is we were looking at a very similar forecast internally. I think the question is, when do we see that inflection point in the market, either in terms of wholesale shipments or retail sales? And is it going to be mid-year 2024, the latter part of 2024, or even possibly into the first quarter of 2025, based on you know, the election that's coming up the latter part of next year and the impact that may have on consumer confidence? We're still seeing the same types of market headwinds that we saw through the earlier and mid part of 2023. And although we're getting into kind of the winter seasonal cycle, you know, for the northern part of the country, we expect, similar to the forecasts that have been put out, you know, a return or at least an inflection point at some point mid next year.
The cynic in me would say that the market will return the first Wednesday in November, but that's a different topic, right?
Yeah, you may not be wrong. You know, I think time will tell, but I think there's some history there, right? Over the last couple of election cycles.
Yeah.
I would think that your plans, as you've rolled them out here on your product development in your rollout of 2024s and beyond, says that basically as a corporation, you guys are pretty optimistic.
Yeah, I think overall, I think we believe, we've seen enough cycles in the RV industry to know that the industry as a whole is healthy, and we're just going through a downturn, probably a larger downturn than most of us have seen in the last, recent number of years. But I think we believe that overall the market is healthy and there will be a return. It may not look exactly the same. I think when you look at segmentation between the different classes of products, and you look at the types of customers or buyers coming into the market, the buyer demographic is definitely changing. The expectations from the Gen Z and millennial market customers are different than maybe the Bill and Ethel RVers of the 80s and 90s. But there's no shortage of customers that want to be able to enjoy the outdoor adventure through the RV lifestyle, and really that's how we view ourselves, as a promoter of a lifestyle, not as a manufacturer of vehicles per se, but as a promoter of the RV lifestyle and the outdoor recreational lifestyle.
So what do you think, Rick? Should we leave them off the hook here?
We'll leave him off the hook. I wanted to correct him. You said Bill and Ethel. It's actually Art and Curly. That's the name of my grandparents. Oh, I think we just lost Alan again.
Stay right there. Remember where you were. Are you
Hello?
with us?
There you are. You're back.
I'm back.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
I don't know what's wrong with the signal here. I've never had a problem before.
We're right at the end. So Rick, go back a half step with the Bill and Ethel.
I'm going to close it out. Okay, Alan?
Absolutely.
Okay. 3, 2. So Alan, let me correct you just real quickly. You mentioned Bill and Ethel. Actually, it's Art and Curly, and it's Art and Curly because that's my grandparents' name. They had a Holiday Rambler back in the 70s. They took that thing all the way up into Alaska and all the way south to the Panama Canal, and all of those the FMCA motorcades and everything else. They were your biggest Holiday Rambler fans back in the day.
No, that's great, and that just goes to talk to the storied history of Holiday Rambler and Fleetwood and all of the REV RV companies.
Yeah.
We've been here a long time, and we continue to and plan to be around here for years to come.
So Alan, I guess you've come full circle because you're back in the RV industry. What's it been like since you've returned?
Oh, it's been fantastic. A lot of the friends that I had made, 20, 25 years ago are running.
Wait a minute. Can you go back and re-ask it and mention Workhorse and that you're saying he was out, but we never alluded to it. Pardon me.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, set him up a little better.
All right. 3, 2. So Alan, I guess you've come full circle. You were in the RV industry. You took a brief hiatus. Tell us where. I think it was Workhorse, and then tell us what it's been like since you've come back.
Sure. No, I started off at Workhorse Custom Chassis, helping to start up that business back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And coming back was like a homecoming for me. A lot of the friends that I had made back then are running some of the largest companies within the industry still today. And so it felt very comfortable. And I still get goosebumps when I drove into the parking lot this morning. And when I look at the products that we produce and the enjoyment that our customers get out of the RV lifestyle, it's very gratifying and just a great experience for me to come full circle and to finish out my career here at the Fleetwood family at REV Recreation Group and in the RV industry.
And in the parking lot you were talking about is in Decatur, Indiana. That's
right. Back in Decatur, Indiana. I never thought I'd be back in Decatur, Indiana, and that's our home base for Fleetwood RV and all of the products that we produce. And it's very nice being back here, and it's a great community and great people to work with here. Fantastic team.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alan. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys.